The second function of the bulldozer is timing. Look closely at the historical calendar of major Zimbabwean housing demolitions. The physical destruction of residential space operates as an emotional lightning rod, commanding every headline, editorial column, and social media feed. While public attention is entirely trapped in the spectacle of humanitarian catastrophe, the real institutional moves happen in the shadows of the Parliamentary Gazette. 2005, Operation Mulambachina. As hundreds of thousands were displaced across urban centers, capturing the total focus of civil society and international bodies, the state enacted Constitutional Amendment No. 17, a monumental shift that nationalized acquired agricultural land, stripped the judiciary of jurisdiction to challenge state land seizures, and established the architecture of state land supremacy. 2020, the rainy season Blitz in Budiriro. While legal teams were scrambling through the mud to file emergency Section 17 High Court interdicts for over 100 families whose roofs were pulled down in December downpours, Constitutional Amendment Bill No. 2 was quietly consolidated in Parliament, dismantling the public interview process for senior judges and centralizing executive control over judicial promotions and sovereign debt oversight. The spectacle of destruction does not just accompany major structural shifts. It provides the atmospheric cover. Beyond the financial extraction and the legislative cover, there is a deeper socio-psychological objective: the management of the middle class. In classical political economy, property ownership creates civic independence. When a family owns an inviolable titled asset, they develop a stake in holding public institutions accountable. They become citizens who demand clean water, paved roads, transparent governance, and reliable rule of law. Informal and semi-formal housing settlements invert this dynamic by keeping entire suburbs suspended in a legal twilight zone, where your house is structurally modern but legally non-existent. The state ensures that personal security is always a temporary privilege, never an enforceable right. Section 74 of the 2013 Constitution explicitly declares that no one may be evicted from their home without an order of court made after considering all relevant circumstances. Yet in the mud of a peri-urban eviction, constitutional rights exist as abstractions against the physical reality of a municipal tractor. The seasonal demolition serves as an unwritten civic memo. You do not own your security. You hold it on lease from the state's patience. When your generational wealth can be wiped out in an afternoon without compensation, you are permanently returned to the baseline of survival. A population fighting to keep a roof over its head does not have the emotional or economic bandwidth to organize systemic change. The next time you see a home being demolished on your timeline, Don't ask yourself which bureaucrat failed to read the map. Ask instead, how much capital was extracted before the tractor arrived? What policy was gazetted while you were watching the rubble? And who will be sold this exact same dirt 5 years from now? This is not a collapse of order. This is the architecture of precarity. Welcome to the house of hunger.